Hello, I'm Vicki Leroux with Modern Jewelry Creators. Thank you so much for selecting this video and joining me today. I'm very excited to do a quick demo for you for a very simple but very pretty project. It's for our little crystal windows, components, charms. They'll look just like that. There's one in gold. And here's like a whole row of them that you could do as a bracelet, or I have on some as an earring. So they're very fun, very simple, and I'm going to show you how to make those in just a sec. If we are just meeting though, again, my name is Vicki Leroux. I have been in this industry for almost 3 decades now with my shop, The Bead Factory. But now on this channel, I can share our jewelry designs and tips, techniques, ideas, our new kits and products here with you. And so if you love making jewelry, I would love to have you be a part of this community. So I hope you'll consider subscribing. So again, we're going to do our crystal windows components, which is a little design that I made up. And you can make them with the main big rhinestone in the center. And then I use a metal component, either in a square or circle. Could be done in silver or gold. And then I use an accent crystal of any color to kind of fill in that space. And that traditionally, like I said, I've made it as a holiday design. So here's one, look in the reds and greens. But again, you could do it in any color. That little bracelet's done in more of neutral, kind of opal colors, which makes it kind of just year-round sparkle. So the design itself is actually pretty simple. I've mentioned before in these videos, I don't do a lot of full tutorials because they take a long time. And for most of our projects, I have full tutorial videos in our members content library. It's a perk that comes with membership where you can watch the whole tutorial on how to make something like our little Cartier cuff here, or they're available individually on our website too. But if the technique is simple enough and quick enough, I'm happy to show it on the channel when I can. So let me first show the little parts and pieces again that you need. The first is a little chanton rhinestone crystal thing. It's got a little back or bail on it, setting on it. There you can see the hole in the back. It's just a traditional sewing piece, so you could probably find it at a Joann's or Michael's, but they're just called a chanton, and it has, like I said, a little hole in the setting on the back. Then you need a little metal component. Here's our little diamond shape in the gold, or I have it in circles. Here's a circle in silver. So whatever shape, those are about 14 millimeter. And then I use a 4 millimeter crystal to fill in the space. And so if you had a different size chanton or different size component, you might use a different size crystal to fill in that space. You have to see what works. And of course, we have the chantons and things on our website, so I'll link them below as well. Okay, so the only other thing you need is 24 gauge wire to do the little wire wraps. And then once you've made like I said, the little pieces, I just put an earwire on to make it into the earring, or I linked 9 of these together to do this gorgeous bracelet. And you could also, of course, do it as a necklace. Would be stunning, right? With a chain, that'd be gorgeous. Talk about sparkle. Whew. And the little chantons are not expensive at all. We have it for a pack of 10 for like $4.50 or something, so they're really inexpensive, relatively. Okay, I think that's all the pieces. So I'm going to tip the camera down, and we are going to do this technique. We're very low tech here, I'm sorry. One day I'll learn to edit, or I'll pay someone to edit these, and it'll be a lot better. Okay, so here's just a bunch of them I had made in different colors. again, you could easily link them together, or you know, do some of the earrings or what have you. I just think they're super fun to do. I'm going to move them out of the way though. Pliers, you need ideally 2 chain nose. I'm using a chain nose and a bit nose, right? Flat, smooth inside, no ridges, and a fine wire cutter, right? Whatever you use on like your thinner wire. So not something you use on the heavier wires. You want it to cut really nice and sharp all the way to the tip there. Okie doke. So Chanton, we'll do a little square, and then we need 24 gauge wire, and you don't need much. I'm going to cut a couple pieces here that are only going to be about 2 inches or so. I'm going to end up probably even cutting that down. Let's keep going with the holiday theme. Here's some green. We'll make another green one. Okay. I'm going to just get the light a little bit closer here. See if that helps at all. Okay. Okay, so you're going to take that first piece of wire, and on the side of the setting there's a hole to string this through, and there's a hole in the back of the Chanton as well where you can see the wire kind of crossing, right? So I've strung that through. I'm going to string on a couple crystals, and I'm obviously going to have to hang on to these, you know, at the same time I'm trying to wrap them on here. So I will definitely show every step. I apologize if you can't see it exactly right when I'm doing it. So I have the Chanton, the 2 crystals. I've centered those beads on the wire as much as I can, and then also centered it across the little diamond shape. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. We can always move it. But I'm going to fold the wire under on each side. I'm doing this so far away from me. Here, I'm going to scoot this a little bit closer. So I'm going to fold those wires under, and it's okay if the little rhinestone keeps flipping or whatever, that's okay. But I folded those wires underneath, and it's okay if it's not perfectly even. So what we want to do now is I'm going to bend each of those wires around to get it to attach. And it's okay if it's a little messy. Right now we're just trying to get it to attach. So I'm going to bend that wire up, oops, up and over. And you can use the other plier to get that a little bit closer. Get those wraps a little bit closer. And so this is still going to be a little loose. Just trying to get this attached. I'm going to wrap it around another time. And you can clean them up, you know, after you have them attached, you know, later too, by crimping them down and, you know, everything you need to do to make them look nice and neat. I'm going to trim those tails off, and I can go back in and crimp them down a little bit once I get the other side done. Okay, so there's our first side. Like I said, it's okay that keeps flipping around. It's going to not do that here soon. We're going to take our other piece of wire, And now there's a definite top to the component, right? Because the wire, we want the wire to wrap around and under. So I'm going to string the wire through the other direction, right? There's a hole in each side of the setting, and you can see it cross. See those wires cross in that little hole that's in the back. You know, I don't use these chantons for anything else, like actual sewing, so I'm not sure what the little hole is meant to be for. I'm sure there's a purpose, and I just don't know what it is, because I'm not a sewer. So once I have that wire centered on there, I'm going to put on the other crystal on one side, and I'm going to fold this side down and wrap it under. Even still, I always cut too much wire. You just need so little wire for this. And wrap it under. Okay. And I'm going to do the last one on this side. And wrap this around. You know, when you're doing it, you'll do it a little bit cleaner. I'm just trying to do it as quick as possible for the camera. Okay. So I'm going to cut that down a little bit. It's a little long. And wrap it up one more time. Okay, and then I'm going to cut the tails off. And once you have that on there, or all on there, you can, you know, kind of center it and fix your little tails and wraps and do whatever you need to do to get it looking nice and neat. But there's our another little green one, right? And it doesn't matter if it's the round or the little diamond shape, they work the same amount of wire, same everything. So maybe I will put these here. So once you have them made, you can hook them together. You could just use jump rings if you wanted to, or of course any ear wire. I like to use our little textured links from our chain. I will show you in just a sec. Right, but as an earring, just about any ear wire will work. And just in case you're curious, I don't wrap it like it's wrapped side to side. Of course, a circle doesn't really matter as much, but in the diamond shape, it does, because we want our corners free, because that's the best place to attach them, you know, I think. So we're going to use any ear wire, right? And that's it. She's a beauty. And you could even dangle something off the bottom. That would be super cute too, right? So it just takes a little bit of practice. Like I said, it uses not much wire at all. Very easy. Then if we wanted to link these together, I like to use my textured links. I always tell you I need more space. This is not a permanent studio, but one day when I'm in one, I will make a gorgeous permanent space. Anyway, I love these textured oval links. It's just a chain, right? But they open, and it's just prettier than a jump ring. And something like this design, where the jump ring is so visible, I think it makes a big difference. I think it really is gorgeous. But so this makes this easy to to connect then. It's going through one side, and now we'll put the purple one on the other side. Right, and then, oh, you want to make sure you're facing the right direction though. Whoopsie. Open. There we go. Okay, still don't know if that's the right way. There we go. There's only one or two ways to do it, but right, maybe linking them all together, however you want to do it, however long you want to make them. There are 9 little components for a bracelet, and I did a square in the center and then circles for the rest of it, but it wouldn't matter, you know, a bit. I just think these are darling, actually very easy to do. I'm gonna tip you back up so you can join me here. 15 minutes, that's not so bad. Awesome. I'm just going to get the light back a little bit. It's foggy. Okie dokie, yay. Well, like I said, this is traditionally, or previously I should say, I designed it during the holidays, but it's definitely designed, oops, it could be worn year round. And whether you want to just do it as earrings, or you want to link these together to do like a lovely bracelet or earring, I just think it's really, really stunning. And for this one, I just used opal crystals, like that white, kind of milky opal-y crystal. And so we have a kit, of course, for like most designs I show on here. The kit comes with 12, enough to make 12 of the little charms. There's 9 on this bracelet. And so a set of 12 will give you enough for a bracelet and to do matching earrings if you wanted to. And I just do a nice mix of the kind of opal-y crystals. So this is 9 of them. That makes probably about 8 inches. It's a little big. And so anyway, the kit comes with 12 chantons, 12 of the shapes in silver or gold. You can choose the crystals, and also the link chain to go in between too. So all set. So you can do bracelets, earrings, plenty to play around, or make up just a bunch of earrings. Lots of choices there. I will link everything below. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely holidays, if this is still the holidays when you're watching. And again, I hope you'll consider subscribing if you're not already. Like the video if you liked it. Please leave a comment and say hi. I'd love that. And join me back next time. And until then, please sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Mwah. Peace.